Hi there, I'm the Lady of Nemesis and welcome back to my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Last time we arrived back in Neverwinter from our trip and went to tell Captain Berlena the good news of our quest. She told us that Luskan had been sending ships to gain a foothold and asked us to deal with the threat. After dealing with said threat, we learned that assassins had also infiltrated the city who were likely behind all the killings in the Blacklake District. Said assassins turned out to be the same type of creatures as the ones that had attacked West Harbor. After dealing with them, we were finally allowed entry into the Blacklake District itself.
Yes? Is there something you wish of me? Many who live in the shadow of Old Owlwell have suffered greatly from orc attacks over the years. Families have been put to the sword, homes burned, and traveling merchants have been slaughtered along the high road. The orcs need to be driven back. I did not come with them. Those are men and women who live in Old Owlwell who are willing to lend me their swords. They have good hearts. Living there has made them tough, capable, and their knowledge of the mountain paths have made them invaluable as scouts. Yes, I thought perhaps by traveling here my sword could make a difference. Give the people living here some hope, if Neverwinter itself could not protect them. I do not have faith in a city or a nation, but the people within it. The people of Old Owlwell, they know the truth of this. It may seem such, but I felt that one man could make a difference. And it seems Neverwinter has joined the cause, and between our two forces we can accomplish a greater good.
Some way I can help? Why, what don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story. What? Why, I collect it. I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really. Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again. Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world.
What is it you want, lass? Huh? Like who? Well, that frail lass is one of the copper elves, wood elves. They're a stone's throw more tolerable than some of the other kin, but she's still an elf. Their kind stood with the shield dwarves in the north, so I'll stand by her if need be. She needs to comb her hair, though, and put a little meat on that slim belly of hers. You'd think she was trying to be a tavern dancer with a belly like that. Huh, makes my stomach churn. Huh? Not a bad idea.
Me?
Let me lead the way. You follow behind. Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes.
Follow me.
Enough! I can carry no more. Hmm? Enough! I can carry no more.
Yes.
Follow me.
Hmm?
Follow me.
Come with me.
Ah, well met, well met. Please forgive my rather rude questions at the door. I would never intentionally stand in the way of the city watch. Well, unless there was nowhere else left to stand, really. But that wouldn't happen unless there was a flood. I must confess, normally I'm rather, well, reclusive. Not that I dislike people, mind you. Quite the contrary. But lately, with all the troubles, a murderer on the loose and young nobles sneaking around up to who knows what, I've had to place wards around my home. Ah, yes. Lately I've seen figures sneaking around in the dark, and not that well-meaning sort of sneaking either. It's obvious what they want. Why, my house, of course. As if I would ever sell it. Ridiculous. I'd sooner give up my left eye. But my right annoys me at times, so that would be an easier sell. In any event, back when I first settled in Neverwinter, my humble abode was on the outskirts of Blacklake, bordering acres of untouched wilderness. Now, with Neverwinter being rebuilt, following all that plague nonsense, my property went from the periphery to being right on the main thoroughfare of the rich part of Neverwinter. All the nobility wants to live in Blacklake, but there's no more room, so lately they've been trying various ways to convince me to sell my land. Of course. Who else would sneak around my home? Well, present company excluded. Oh, that's right. You came here for a reason, yes? Great dear, what a tale! The moment you arrived, I knew I'd be interested in meeting you. Wish I'd known that when I first greeted you. Would have saved some time. You've certainly come to the right place. A while ago, I found another shard with properties similar to the ones you possess. I've done every possible test on the shard, but learned little. However, I've never had another shard to compare it against. If you'd like some answers, I'll gladly run some tests on your shards. I have just enough quicksilver to do it. Ah, thank you. I'll be right back with this. My tests are complete. With another shard to use as a comparison, well, I learned quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. It appears these shards contain latent magical energy, either caused by a strong enchantment from when they were whole or from their method of destruction. Furthermore, the shards resonate when they are brought together, increasing their magical energy output accordingly. These shards are pieces of a broken Githyanki silver sword. Are you familiar with the Githyanki? The Githyanki are a race of beings that dwell on the astral plane, led by Vlakith, the Lich Queen. Not a nice woman, I hear. Ages ago, the ancestors of the Githyanki were human and inhabited another plane of existence, where they were enslaved by the Illithids, or Mind Flayers. Then came Gith. Little is known about her outside the Githyanki, but she led the rebellion to free her people of the Illithids, and is considered the hero and founder of the Githyanki people. The Githyanki silver swords are forged with the special purpose of severing the silver cord that connects the form of an astrally projecting traveler to his or her material counterpart. They look like a regular Githyanki weapon until used in combat, at which point they turn into a column of flowing, shimmering liquid. Really quite amazing, I'm told. I believe the shards that you have found are pieces of one of these silver swords. I presume the Githyanki have come to Faerun to recover the shards. Common Githyanki would not possess a silver sword. These swords are rare and highly prized. They are given by the Lich Queen to only the greatest of Githyanki knights. When one of their silver swords falls into the hands of a non-Githyanki, they will go to extraordinary lengths to recover it. I wish I knew more. Amanjero was the real expert. He actually possessed a silver sword. I have no idea. He was a gentle sort, though, so I doubt that he stole or killed for the sword. Well, he's dead now, so I'm not sure finding him will help you much. When word of Amon's death reached me, it was from a messenger who had heard it in passing. The nobles who ruled Neverwinter at the time must have assumed I would simply know if another scholar passed away, for they had not mentioned it to me. It was almost an afterthought. I learned later that it was partly due to what Amon's family wanted, and what had been requested by the deceased, to enter life quietly and to leave it the same way. It is sad in this age when the passing of a humble scholar, an indistinct court wizard, barely warrants a footnote in history. It makes me wonder, will anyone remember me when I'm gone? That's kind of you to say, but unlike Amon Jero, I will not be survived by any family. Ah, the Jero family was purported to have moved far away from Neverwinter following the war and Amon Jero's passing. Well, there is Jero's Haven. I suppose you could try looking there. I suspect that the Neverwinter archives here in Blacklake would have its location. They typically keep noble family records in the secured archives. They don't allow just anyone to access them, though. I petitioned to be allowed to peruse the secured archives, but I was denied because, well, some silly misunderstanding regarding misplaced books that somehow ended up in my possession. Normally, you would have to petition for access, which could take several weeks. However, ask the guards at the archives to speak directly with Archives Administrator Kotnik. He has been known to let me in, quietly on occasion. Very well. Thank you for your visit, and for letting me chat with you. Quite enlightening, really. Oh, and before I forget, you may take my shard. I've no use for it any longer, and who knows, you may gather more. Do be careful, though. I plan to raise my wards again after you have left to keep out those young nobles skulking about. Hope we haven't talked too long. Otherwise, they may have gathered their courage and attempted to sneak in.
I shall be Neverwinter will have its say! This won't take long.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Follow me.
Yes.
Yes. Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Come with me.
Yes.
Indeed.
Take that! How can I help?
Indeed. For glory!
Lemme vogrein.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Come with me.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Come with me.
We have the location of Haven. Interesting. There is another Gerald. Ziri will want her. I shall take care of the descendant. Wipe out all mention of the thief. Then rejoin the others. The collector! Kill her!
Lemme vogrein.
Chandra? The High Cliff girl with the flammable barn?
We need to get to her at once. The Githyanki are probably heading there as we speak.
There she is! Capture her! Zieri wants her alive!
What in the hells is going on?
Things have turned out well for us, my brothers. The girl and the Kalakcha, both within our reach. Take one team and capture the girl alive. The rest of us will deal with this one.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Split up and search the rooms. It should not be difficult to find the girl in here. So the Kalakcha survived. Deal with her first. The other girl can wait.
You again. Don't come any closer. What? I'm not going anywhere.
And all within it.
Why won't you all just leave me alone?
I shall be victorious.
Stop right there. What do you want with me? I don't even know. That's my house. First my barn, now my house?
This brings back memories.
Looks like those things are trying to smoke us out. Well, it worked. Let's get out of here before this place collapses.
To battle!
So my barn and home are both burned to the ground. Any more of your help and all of Highcliff will be the next to go. Anyway, I think it's best we part ways now. You go your way, I'll go mine. Look, I barely know you, but what I do know is whenever you show up, trouble's not far behind. So I think it's best we say our farewells now.
Take this!
Sure, I can do that.
Come with me.
Thanks. Maybe I should have stuck with you after all. Well, you could have killed me if you wanted to, I admit. Though you've destroyed everything else. Look, we really need to get out of here before more of these creatures show up. Do you know of anywhere safe that we can talk? Neverwinter? The only safe place you can think of is in Neverwinter?
She's going to be staying at the Sunken Flagon with us?
Why not? My barn's gone, my house is gone. Are we leaving right away?
Well now, I see you've brought someone new to my establishment. Now who is this young lady? Please, lass, come in, come in. Make yourself at home. This here is the Sunken Flagon. I own it. You'll be safe here. Krabnar, play a tune or something. Make the lady feel welcome.
Why, of course! I was just thinking.
Look, we don't need a lecture on what passes through your head and out your mouth. Just play!
Well, the innkeeper certainly runs hot and cold. All right, I agreed to let you bring me here. Now I want some answers. What happened at my farm? Who were those creatures, and why were they after me?
Chandra, we realize this is difficult, but your life may be in danger. And I swear to you, we are trying to protect you, not make more trouble for you.
Oh, all right, sorry. Guess the whole thing's hard to take all at once.
A little paladin charm sure calmed her quick.
But what could I know that's so important? Amanjaro? He was my grandfather, or my great-grandfather, or was it my great-great-grandfather? I heard he was an eccentric but humble wizard, but he died a long time ago. What's he got to do with this whole mess? My mother told me about the Haven when I was a child. I thought it was just a tale she used to make me do my chores on time. She always threatened to lock me in there if I wasn't a good girl. My mother said his haven was like 100 twisting corridors jumbled together into an inescapable labyrinth, filled with the deadliest traps and evil beasts conjured from the abyss. Or something like that. I think she was exaggerating. I have no memory of meeting him, but my mother told me that he saw me a few times as a babe, but I was too young to remember. Mother said he would cradle me and sing to me, and I would pull out his beard hairs.
Just keep your distance from me, lass.
You know, I never thought of it that way. You may be right. Look, I can barely think, let alone stand. I really need rest. We can talk about this tomorrow.
Perhaps we should retire. We all could use the rest. Chandra, I believe Duncan has rooms upstairs.
I do.
Oh, thanks for the hospitality. Cassavir, right? I appreciate it.
Of course, you have been through a great deal. It is the least we can offer.
That I can offer, he means. My inn, you know. Always eager to help a lass in distress we are, here at the Sunken Flagon. Alarm! Alarm! Everyone, get out of bed and grab a weapon! The flagon's under attack! That last Chandra has been taken? How in the hells did those Githyanki get into the city?
Does that matter? You'd best hurry if you want to get her back. Look, this one has a sprig of duskwood trapped in his boot. That means they came from deep within Luskan territory, and that's where they'd be returning to.
Luskan? That's your territory, Bishop.
Yes, but it's not my problem. I'm not going into Luskan territory for some farm girl, and certainly not with any kin of yours, Duncan. Is your whole family deaf, Duncan? Like I said, not my problem.
You'll help them, Bishop, whether you like it or not.
And what makes you think? Calling it due, are you, Duncan? Are you sure?
A woman's life is at stake, Bishop. If that's what it takes to move you to do the right thing, then so be it.
Fine. It will be worth it to be rid of you, and for such a small price, too. You're a fool, Duncan.
So be it.
All right. Pack your bags and grab your weapons. We're bound for the Luskan border. Follow my lead and don't try to be clever. If the Luskans catch us, they'll use us for target practice. Hold on. Something isn't right. Now you're learning. Good. Keep listening to me and you might stay alive. But it's not just the villagers. Where are the livestock? They didn't take them all to market, trust me. We're on the trail of our friends, though. They're moving fast, but it looks like we've closed in a bit.
What? We've come all this way, now we're gonna sit around and wait? Forget that.
Now, little Empress, you just listen to your leader here. Might just save your life. Keep your eyes open and your weapon handy. I smell an ambush.
Neverwinter.
Nice little ambush they planned here. Decent effort, sloppy execution. It might have even worked if I hadn't been here. Ah, and I was wondering where their reinforcements were. Come on, we're not done here yet.
For glory!
Let's see. Take that!
They left a large force in this village, which means it'll be easier on us when we catch up to the others, as long as we catch them before they go to ground. Huh? Well now, aren't you a bright ray of hope?
She was just pointing out the realities of the situation, Bishop.
I suggest you rein in that attitude of yours, Paladin. What? You think our leader can't speak for herself?
It was not my intention to speak for her.
Yeah, then don't. And maybe next time you'll sound convincing. What I was going to say is our leader's right. And what's more, our friends won't be leaving an obvious trail this time since they don't have the men to bait any more ambushes.
Says you! Bring them on, says I!
Me too. That was fun. Like target practice, except real targets.
A little difficult, but we handled it. More than could be said for the villagers here giving up their homes to the enemy.
The Githyanki are not common soldiers, and the villagers are not veterans of battle like we are. This is not the first time the Githyanki have appeared at a village unawares. Surprise and ambushes favor them. I think the behavior of the villagers can be forgiven.
Oh, that's what I say. After all, if you aren't willing to kill for it, how important can it be?
Fighting is not the only option, and a willingness to die is not always a testament to what one believes.
You keep telling yourself that. I heard a little about Old Owl Well. Wonder what you were willing to die for there, eh? All right then, let's head out. We have a lot of ground to cover, and I'll...
Forgive me. Are you hunting a woman, Chandra Jarrow? Those creatures. We heard her screaming as they were carrying her off. I tried to call out to her, but I didn't realize they had her at first. But she makes a merchant run through Ember and Port Last during harvest season. We hadn't seen her yet this year, though, and... Sorry, where are my manners? I am Elaine. Please, I saw the beast taking her to the mountains to the north and east. They barely have an hour on you, but they were moving fast. And thank you for saving us from those creatures. I can't thank you.
Listen to our leader. Next time, fight, girl. Or next time, you'll die.
Not if I am here, Ranger. Should you or anyone else forsake them.
You can't be everywhere, Paladin, and sometimes defending the weak just keeps them weak. Now, can we go without more mewling dogs getting in our way? Every moment we wait, the trail gets colder.
Enough! I can carry no more. Enough! I can carry no more.